Hi, my name is Snigdha. I am a data engineer here in Oklahoma City, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about language problem. I picked this topic because I wanted to learn more about it. So uh, I don't have like in-depth knowledge yet, but I'm trying to get there. So NLP, it merges the human language with machine language, and this basically provides us with algorithms where the machine can actually understand the human language. And this also, in a way, is like it's different technologies like linguistics, machine learning, and statistics that come together. And NLP is also, I don't know, one of the hot topics right now because we use it in pretty much everything, be it Google Translate or some of the apps like Duolingo, they use NLP, and then chatbots or assistants and text summarization. That's one thing that I'm going to try to demo. That basically takes like news articles or like blog articles and summarizes it so that it's easier to understand. And then name recognition is identifying location or people, that kind of information. And question answering or language generation with product descriptions. A lot of these are AI generated. So these would be some examples of NLP applications. And like AI or big data, I think there are like few key reasons as to why it's in demand right now and also growing. One is large data sets. We have Twitter data, we have Reddit data, we have text data, image data, and relational, non-relational. We have different kind of data which is available for us, and it gives us value for the business. And advanced hardware like GPUs and TPUs kind of thing. And then algorithms. The demo that I'm going to do today, I didn't train any model. I just used a pre model to kind of like build it. So that's pretty clean. I'm not a developer, or I'm not even like, I don't have deep knowledge of Python, but I was able to kind of like pick up a BM blog and summarize that in like 30 minutes with one of the pre-trained model. And these some of the basic steps that we would do for NLP. Excuse me. First one's data cleaning, which is pretty much the first step in any data science project, I would say. And we would just clean up the since it's the web data mostly, or we can take the example of web data. It's gonna be the HTML tags or this kind of thing. And next one's like tokenization, which is pretty much what Kevin's doing. So just leaving out, first of all, like breaking up the whole sentence into words, and then kind of removing stop words and just having the words that we need. Vectorization is where we convert words to numbers, and that's how the machine could actually understand what we're inputting it. So bag of words or frequency calculation of words could be some examples of vectorization. And the final step would be, of course, training and fine-tuning the model. Another important thing that we need to think about it in any field, I would say, is ethics, and bias awareness would be like one issue that we see in NLP. It depends on training data, and sometimes training data could also be kind of like old data or something that could portray archaic mindset sometimes. For example, if you let an NLP algorithm pick job applicants, it would probably favor men because of the training data. I'm not saying this would happen. There are definitely ways to avoid it. One, like having a better business knowledge. But that's one of the possibility. And another thing we need to keep in mind is transparency, data privacy, and compliance. So if we do a web scraping or use an API, we should be respectful of what data we are getting in, and the rules that the API of that particular product states. We have to be mindful of that, and also respect user privacy. Like if we scrape Twitter data, which we can't do anymore because it's so expensive, but Reddit or any other data, then have to be respectful of not sharing anybody's private information. So this was the small demo I was going to do. So text summarization basically grabs a huge chunk of text. It could be like a manual input or like a web scraping or whatever the source is. And there are NLP algorithms that summarizes that for you. There are two types of summarization. One is abstractive and one is extractive. Abstractive is something like it abstracts it for you. So it rewords basically. It's not going to have any original text in it. And extractive session going to have some original text, and it just kind of like it makes the whole into like a couple of paragraphs, so it's easier and faster to learn. So it's easier to kind of like learn different blogs or research articles faster. We have the same challenges here. That would be like bias and ensuring relevance of the articles that we're picking. So this is what I got by scraping a medium article, pandas, I think, and I should that. So this is just a one-page code, and I use libraries called transformers, which kind of gives us pre-trained NLP models. And then Beautiful Soup is for web scraping, and Request is for HTML. So just use these libraries to parse a Medium article, which was on data science and pandas, and then clean just a little bit and just make sure that all the headers and the paragraphs came in. That's the H1 and T4. And then I did the bare minimum cleaning of just from the end of sentence words. And the algorithm that I picked only processes smaller chunks of. I broke up the whole thing into like 500 words chunks. So I think it gave me like four chunks. And then I did a loop on it using the summarize pre-trained model. This is the final output that I got. So yeah, this is the final output I got. And I think like having the option to use pre-trained model is a great way to learn too, because if I had to go through each and every line of code, I'm new to Python, I'm new to development, to like any sort of coding, it would have been really hard for me, but the technology that we have right now kind of makes it like really nice to learn new things or build applications. I think that should be it. Any questions? I'll try to answer. I can't promise.